Welcome to the 15 days of learning the basics of live streaming, day 8. Welcome to Certified Academy. My name is Tosin Kubaigbe, also known as Certified, and today we'll be looking at the scene transitions and the control tabs in the OBS mixer. Basically, the work of the scene transition is to allow you move from one scene to another or from one source to another seamlessly. There are different types of transition. We have the slide, we have the cut, we have the fade, we have the swipe, and we have the slide. Most times we use the fade transition to have that smooth transitioning from one scene to another or from one source to another. For example, let me import an image. Now let's use this image. So if I'm to bring this image now from my preview to my program, I need to transition it, and I just click this button here, and you can see how it went smoothly. Now let's do another example, but this time let's use the cut. You see that was sharp, it just went. Unlike fade where the thing just went smoothly. Let's try swipe. You can see swipe. Let's try slide. You can see slide. So you just choose your own preference. Most times I like using fade because it's just smooth and natural. And the default duration is 300 milliseconds. You can leave it at that. I feel like it's best. There are other transitions you can do. You can create a custom transition. You can add more effects with your transition. So maybe when we get to an advanced class or later, we'll speak about that, because you can still use the stinger. You can use fade to color. You can use a luma wipe. You can even create your own transition. Maybe you have a flyer or a logo that you want to use as a transition. Sometimes maybe just short animation. You can import that into your scene transitioning, but we'll speak about that later. So the next thing we're going to move to now is the control tab. In the control tab, we have the start streaming, start recording, the start replay buffer, the start virtual camera, studio mode, settings, and the exit button. Start streaming, of course, when you're all set and you're about to start streaming, you click the start streaming button. You can click the start recording if you want to record your program feed on your OBS. Then you start the replay buffer. Those that are in sports, basically they use it a lot. When when you're watching football match and there's this like replay, yes, you can use this, even though it's very technical, so we might not be needing that for now. We go straight to start the virtual camera. So now for virtual camera, if you're someone that joins meetings a lot and you want to have your own setup, you want to join meeting and you want to be looking like this, then you have to set up your camera, you set up your light, then you can use OBS. You can import your camera feed into OBS and use the start virtual camera. Studio mode simply means that you're changing your OBS setup from preview and program to just program. So once I click this, see that it just goes straight to having just program. So that means you won't have a preview mode. It's best to always have the preview and the program mode so you can see your content before it goes live. Then we have the settings here. This is where we have all these OBS settings and all that. And we have our exit button. Of course, if I press it, then I'm out of OBS. I want to do that. So let's dive into OBS settings. I click on the settings. Now, the first thing we see is the general. We don't really want to do anything here. Most times, people like to click this, the hide cursor over projector, so that your cursor won't show on your program view. Aside from that, there's really nothing. Just leave it here as default. Your appearance, I love it like this. But if you are someone, if you want to customize your OBS, you can come here and change your appearance, change it to light. If you are someone that doesn't like dark mode, you can go to light mode. But I love dark mode a lot. So come to your stream. This is where you're going to input your stream key. If you are streaming to YouTube, Facebook, and use a custom stream key, this is where you're going to put your stream key. Stream keys are what you get from your social media accounts when you're about to go live. We'll get there soon. Then outputs, this is where you set your streaming settings, your encoder settings, your recording settings, audio, and replay buffer. Right now it's in advanced mode. So if you were to open your OBS, it will probably look like this, where you have just the streaming, recording, and replay like this. But you have it just like this. Then if you go to the advanced mode, then you have it like this. We'll be talking about this in the next class. Then we have our audio mode. We also have our video. So here you can change your resolution if you want to stream, if you want your OBS to be on 1080p, if you want to 720, you can change it here. Yeah, and your output mode, have that here. Hotkeys, you can set custom keys here that you can, toggle on to perform the tasks in front. So if I want to set a shortcut for vertical start camera, I just need to put in a key here and it becomes a shortcut that I need to toggle on my vertical start virtual camera or turn off. Accessibility, you just want to leave this as default. No big deal here. Advanced, I also leave this as default. Color space is always Rec 709. Color format, yes. Video render, yes. Yeah, so just leave it as default. In our next class, we'll be talking about output, your streaming settings, encoder settings, your recording settings, your audio settings, and replay buffer. The best settings to use, whether for streaming or for recording, because you want to make sure that your settings is good before you want to go live or you want to start recording. So that will be all for today's class. And I hope by now you're familiar with all the tabs on OBS, the scene tab, the source tab, the audio mixer tab, the scene transitions tab, the control tab, and even the preview and the program feed. I hope you are familiar with that. Like I said, in next class, we're going straight into the output settings. This is where you're going to learn the best OBS settings to use, whether you want to live stream or you just want to record. Thank you for joining today's class. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this account. Thank you, and see you in the next class. Bye.